hours. 8 hours, but why? 4 souls departed in that blood-stained home. 2 watched it happen, but left them alone. BK's the patsy in their crooked frame job, while Moscow PD fudges facts, bunch of dirty slobs. DM saw a killer 3 feet in the hall, heard whimpers and crying through the thin bedroom wall. But she locked her door tighter as the footsteps passed by, while 4 friends lay dying. Ask yourself why. 8 hours silent, too long, while heartbeats ran cold. See cold. That's not just trauma, that's a story they sold. 8 hours too late. Why wait? What were they hiding that night? 8 hours too late. Conspiracy covered in morning light. Did they scrub the crime scene? Scrub it. Coordinate lines. 8 hours too late. While the FBI framed an innocent man. Why wait for sunrise? Why call friends first? Tell me why. Unconscious person that rehearsed lines the worst. Were they destroying evidence, washing blood down the drain? Insane. Texting the real killer, the cops are a train. ISP altered body cam footage with shame. Shame on you. FBI pressured witnesses to play their game. That party house reputation, secrets they'd keep, while Brian's the sacrifice, so the guilty sleep. 8 hours silent, calculated, while alibis set in stone. That's not just shock, that's a debt to be made. 8 hours too late. What were they hiding that night? 8 hours too late. Conspiracy covered in morning light. Did they scrub the crime scene? Scrub it. Coordinate lines. 8 hours too late. While the FBI framed an innocent man. 3 agencies weaving their tapestry fake, while roommates were buying time for evidence to break. Did the killer pay them off? Were they holding the stash? 8 hours of silence while the blue lights flash.
When I heard this, and Twat messaged me saying they blocked her, they sealed their phone record, I'm going, what the F? Come on. Unbelievable. So what's next? What's next at Mr. Hitler? Hitler, you're a piece of shit, dude. You're a piece of shit. Retire. You're a piece of shit in my book, man.
You think we both?
I still laugh at that shit. Oh, I don't even got my lights on. Hold on, I got to do a couple of things here. I got to take that background out of there. It just causes me problems. And turn on my lights. Then I got it set. I was showing my son the different colors last night. How do I do this now? There we go. And there we go. That's a little better. All right. How's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday? It's kind of cool out here. I don't know where everybody is. Hey, Phoenix. I don't know where everybody is and what their weather is. It's sunny, but it's cool. It's cool out there. But I gotta enjoy it while it's here, right? Because man, September's coming. I can't even believe it's almost September, people. That's blowing me away. I just come on. Why can't June and July like stay longer? Gets cold up here fast. Anyway, let's say hi to the beautiful crime family. We got a lot to look at today. I'm going to show where there's some fuck ups where people think certain things and that's not right. And yeah, we're going to be diving into some stuff. Anyway, so I want to say hi to my beautiful crime family. Cryptic Conversions, good to see you. Violet Moon, good to see you. Leah, my girl, good to see you. Life of Riley, good to see you. JD, good to see you. Leo, good to see you. Joni, good to see you. Echo 444, good to see you. Jane Kendall, good to see you. Angela, my girl, good to see you. Hope Norris, good to see you. I don't know if I said this. Life of Riley, good to see you. Sherry Irvin, good to see you. Brittany White, good to see you. Turquoise, good to see you. Bandana Rama, good to see you. Super Rural, good to see you. Dinah Sites, good to see you. Reasonable Doubter, good to see you. And I understand where you're coming from there on your statement up above. Angela, I already said that, but good to see you again. Lenore, good to see you. Phoenix Talks, good to see you, girl. Artie, good to see you. Vix Logic, good to see you. Social Glow, my girl, good to see you. T-Taj, good to see you. Crime Matrix 1122, good to see you. Snow Leopard, good to see you. Aggie, good to see you. Sweet and Salty must be in here. Good to see you. Snow Leopard, good to see you. Delby, my brother, good to see you. I keep scrolling up. Tina Skull Scar, good to see you. And I hope I'm not missing it. Tippy, good to see you. Giant Echo, good to see you. I think I said that too. Jackie Bushable, good to see you. Okay, and everybody chatting away. It's all good to see the chatters in here. There's a lot of them. And to my non-chatters, good to see you. And again, I want to thank all of you that have donated to the computer cause. That's just unbelievable. Twat Waffle, someone that set that all up. And Paco, good to see you. Ryan, good to see you. Ryan, do you got a channel? I want to ask you, do you got a channel? I'm just wondering. Summer Jade, good to see you. GG, good to see you. Vix Logic, yep, good to see you. Okay. Let me see if he said anything there. Fox Rooter. Okay, good to see you. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to get into some stuff. Ryan didn't answer me. I'm just wondering if he's got a channel. Okay, so let's get into some things here. First thing I want to talk about is I watched a Harsh video here yesterday, I think it was. It kind of affected me a little bit because I really believe that Brian, I know people like him. that's got, I'm pretty sure, the same spectrum of autism. And in my opinion, nobody in that spectrum could do what was done at 1122. I'm sorry. But we're going to look at something that Harsh showed, and it kind of got to me, and I'll show you why. Okay, why isn't it showing up? Hold on. I got to bring it up. There it is. Okay, so it should be there now. And there we are. So this is Brian, okay? This is, I mean, come on, folks. Look at the handwriting. The guy's, what can I say? Can you look at this handwriting and tell me? I mean, the man is a very intelligent man, okay? When it comes to certain things, it's like, you know, he's not quite like Rain Man. He's not to that spectrum. But look at the handwriting, and let's see what it says. He's got a problem. I have on several occasions not received all items of food on my tray. I addressed this during service and have yet to receive any replacements. In fact, the kitchen is not even called. The policy book confirms items missing, which are pointed out at the time of service, will be replaced. I wish to, without exception, receive these replacements. But look at his handwriting, people. Come on, man. Addressing the issue with staff at the time of meal service. I suggest the following solution for the problem. I wish for the items to be called for and items replaced when this occurs. The nutritional standard is not being upheld unless I've received my full tray. Brian, and it's listed as Brian. I got to see what you guys are saying about this. He does have poor coordination, Delby, and I mean, he's a very intelligent man, but he's also very slow at certain things. And it's kind of like me. I might have autism. I don't know, because I had problems in certain areas in school. And my handwriting is about like this. And they had me on meds when I was 9 years old. 9 years old, people. I was on meds. I don't know what kind of meds they had back then, because I don't think it was what they're using nowadays. But I mean, I was bouncing off the walls and shit. And one teacher had, like, their desk is right here, you know. Mine was right next to his desk. I couldn't be with the other students because I was very hyper and like I said, slow in some ways, but very intelligent in other areas. And my IQ is above average. So, and that teacher that was right next to the desk told my parents that I could do the work. He just doesn't do it, but he knows the work. And my handwriting's a lot like this. So it just makes me wonder about myself. You know what I mean? Because I didn't know about that stuff back then. But I mean, if you look at this handwriting, I mean, come on, people. he's slow in certain areas and intelligent in others, and you can almost tell that by looking at that at this. I mean, yeah, I can tell, and I'm sure y'all can tell. Again, I want to look and see what you guys are saying. Yeah, maybe that's, I don't know what it is, but my handwriting is like really awful. And my dad's was the same way. We have kind of a, they always tell me I should be a doctor because when I'm writing, you know, if you've seen my signature, you go, what the fuck? Yeah, here's a reasonable doubt, or my son is on that spectrum, highly gifted and tested gifted by third grade. Yeah, his writing is, so I could see this. BK's punctuation is on point, but writing is sloppy, right? Yeah, he's like intelligent, but he's slow in other areas. Like the writing and there's just certain areas, and I think it has something to do with well, you know, I was very athletic though. And I have really good hand coordination, and that's why my guitar playing is the way it is. And like I remember going to take an aptitude test for potlatch. They didn't know I was only 17. And I came in number 1 out of 30 some people. Number 1 in the aptitude test, but they couldn't hire me because I was only 17. So I got like really fast hands. So yeah, you know, I'm not saying I have autism at all, but I have really sloppy handwriting. But that just kind of tells me, I mean, it kind of made me sad to look at that, you know, and I'm sure he is not happy about the food being served and then not getting his portions right. It just kind of made me sad. Anyway, that's the first thing I wanted to look at. And that's good, Paco. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, let's take a look at some other things here. And that's where we're going here. There is actually, maybe I'll look at this first. Okay, this one I think it is. Oh, whoops. Okay, here we go. Okay, and I do believe that what he says. Okay, here we go. Oh, whoops. What the hell? There we are. Oh, come on. Don't have problems. There you are. Okay. So we'll take a peek at this. And this is from Sherlock Holmes, and I love Sherlock. Sherlock's awesome. But he's showing what Pav has to say here. And I got to correct, I'm sorry, but I got to correct Pav on this because Pav is wrong on this. Let's take a listen.
Somebody goes into Maddie Mogan and Kaylee Gonzalez room with no body cam on, and no.
I agree. I agree with that. So yeah, Gunderson is a very untrustworthy officer. I totally agree with that. And but there is some things here. And the body cam, I don't is Nunez. Okay, Nunez is the first one there. And actually Nunez got there before the 911 call. We'll go over that. Which is strange.
The officer you could possibly have. And watch this. Here's Gundy coming
Okay.
up. Was going downstairs and went, wait a minute. Let me go up here with Gundy real quick. Maddie's room, goes inside.
This is not Maddie's room. This is Kaylee's room. And that's where he makes a mistake. Kaylee's room is off to the right. Maddie's is off to the left when you go into the room. Is everybody hearing me okay and everything? Or am I jumping around? Well, I can't wait till I get that new computer. Really, I'm just saying. I'm jumping around. Oh, you can hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, if you if you think about it, you're going upstairs. Kaylee's room is off to the right. Maddie's is off to the left. Okay, so we need to understand that.
Look, they blocked that out. Boy, he walks
there's
over.
the
Let me check
bathroom.
out this bathroom while Gunderson's in there doing something. Wonder what he's doing.
But Gunderson was in Kaylee's room, not Maddie's. Maddie's is straight up to the left. So Gunderson didn't go into Maddie's room there.
Oh, there's Gunderson.
Yeah, he went into
Wonder what
Kaylee's room. And Maddie's room is right there. They blocked that out. And what's just strange with this is they block Kaylee's room out also. Why block Kaylee's room?
Quick, see what he's doing.
I don't
and
understand.
Look, he walks directly to
now, Kaylee's room is, and they're already starting to block it. They're already starting to block Kaylee's room. Well, nothing happened in Kaylee's room, so why are they blocking it? There's some other fucked up shit here, and I'm gonna show you how Nunez fucked up.
Maddie's room, goes inside. Look, they blocked that out. Well, he walks
That's
over.
not
Let me
Maddie's
check out
room.
this
That's
bathroom while
Kaylee's room.
Gunderson's in there doing something. Wonder what he's doing. Oh, there's Gunderson.
Maddie's room is straight up.
Wonder what he's putting
Right
up.
there, right there is Maddie's room. So they went into Kaylee's room.
Right there. We don't know, but he sure just went in there and did something, didn't he? Where's his body cam?
And now watch this here. Where did it go here? God dang it.
He's doing. And look, he walks directly to
Hit the
Maddie's
rock.
room, goes inside. Look,
No,
they blocked
no,
that
that's
out.
not
Well, he
Maddie's
walks
room.
over. Let me check out this bathroom while Gunderson's in there doing what he's
Okay,
doing.
so there's
Oh, there's
Kaylee's,
Gunderson. Wonder what he's
there's Maddie's room right
putting
here.
up right there. We don't know, but he sure just went in there and did something, didn't he?
That is Gunderson. There's no doubt in my mind. But it looks like he's got something black in his hand. Black. The sheath isn't black, for one thing. Now, I don't know if that's something in his hand or not. Even if it is, I do not think it's a sheath. at whatsoever. That is, the sheath is brown, not black. And another thing is that he he doesn't go into Maddie. Is going into Maddie's room because that's way over this way. I just don't think that that's where he went. He went into that room right there. Sure couldn't think it was at that time. I don't think it was at that time. I got to catch up. Yeah, that's Kaylee's room, right? Phoenix, that's Kaylee's room. It's not Maddie's room. But there is something fucked up about that, and it's what Nunes says, and I'll bring that up because they don't have the vocals on here. Nunes fucks up here. Let me see if they got that or not. I'm not sure if they do. Because I know what I'm saying, I knew it was not right. Bob got it wrong. Okay, he's in Kaylee's room and he's going, oh man, like there was something wrong in Kaylee's room. Now, was there something wrong in Kaylee's room? Or is he fucking up here? I mean, this throws me for a loop, people. He's going into Kaylee's room. Oh man. Oh, what is that about? In Kaylee's room. Why is he saying that in Kaylee's room? Yep, I know that, Paco. Yep, I know that. And, you know, Gunderson should have probably, well, at that time, he wouldn't have been able to recuse himself, but whatever. But why did Nunes act like there was something in Kaylee's room? Listen to him. Okay, so he's going up. Takes her right. He sighs and says, oh, man. Like, there's something wrong in Kaylee's room. Why is he acting like that? It doesn't make sense. Yeah, but I don't think at that time, Hemisphere, he definitely could have, but I don't think at that time. I think it would have been. I think he might have got back up there when he was alone and did it. If he did it, he would have done it when there was no other police around. But why is he? I'm asking the question. Why is Nunes sighing and saying, "Oh man, in Kaylee's room"? Is there something in Kaylee's room that we don't know about? The you know what I'm saying? I'll run it one more time so you can see it. I'll run this whole thing one more time.
Somebody goes into Maddie Mogan and
No, that's not Maddie's room, though. See, that's where he's running. It's
was going
Kaylee's room.
downstairs and went, wait a minute. Let me go up here with Gundy real quick, see what he's doing. And
Maddie's room to the left.
Directly
Right
to
there. Right there was
Maddie's
Maddie.
room, goes inside, look, in there putting up
Kaylee's room. He didn't have time to go to Maddie's room. Maddie's room is off to the left.
No, but he sure just
That's what I'm saying. That's where Bob messed up.
went in there and did something, didn't he? Where's his body cam?
I really don't think that this thing in his hand is a sheath. It's black for one thing, and if there's even anything in his hand, I'm not even sure. It might be just shadows. But let's look at when they go back up. That's Kaylee's room. That's not Maddie's room. Gunderson went into Kaylee's room. And now he's out there. But now watch when Nunes goes in. Wait a minute. They go down, come back up, I think. Let's get back to this here. Right here. Now listen to Nunes in Kaylee's room, which there was supposed to be nothing in Kaylee's room, except the dog was under the desk, which I can't believe they didn't see the dog. And maybe they got the dog out of there already. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, he sighed and oh man, like there was something terrible in there. Oh. I mean, there's nothing in there, folks. Why would Gunderson do that? Why would Gunderson act like there's something in Kaylee's room? Yeah, exactly, Panorama. I mean, so is there really something in Kaylee's room, or is Gunderson just acting? Just acting like, oh, it's a terrible crime scene. You see what I'm saying? Did he fuck up? Did he fuck up? Did he go into Kaylee's room and act like, oh, man, oh, what the hell? Did he fuck up? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? let me see what people are saying here. Okay, Hemisphere said that there was an officer that appeared in the mirror on the door right after this officer went back upstairs, hunched down like he is sneaking something. Okay, well, we look at it. That could be Aggie, maybe. Maybe it was just the smell coming from Maddie's room. That could be. Because I just don't understand why he went into Kaylee's room and did that. And it doesn't really show him going into Maddie's room, really. No, Lila, but think about it. Think about it. Look, from the outside, when you look at the outside, Maddie's is off to the right. Kaylee's is off to the left with the sliding glass door that comes out. Maddie didn't have a sliding glass door. Maddie's was off to the right when you're looking from the outside. So when you're coming in, Maddie's is going to be off to the left, and Kaylee's is going to be off to the right. I mean, that's pretty simple. I don't think so, Missy doll. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, Kaylee's room has a deck. Yep. Because you're looking out, you can see outside. You can see outside when they're coming up the stairs. There's windows there in the hall, so you can see outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's been said too, Crime Matrix. That has been said. Yep. Yes, exactly, Phoenix. Yeah, they went right to Kaylee's room. Hold on a second. I gotta read something here. Right. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science to know that Kaylee's is off to the right and Maddie's is off to the left. Because when you're looking from the outside, let's say that you're outside and you're in the back and you're looking down, Maddie's is off to the right, Kaylee's is off to the left with the sliding door that's kind of at an angle, right? So when you're coming up the stairs, it's going to be Kaylee's to the right, Maddie's to the left, no matter how the stairs go. It's not rocket science. Yeah, and the boots in the window and all that, right? So I wanted to clear that up, but what gets me is that Nunez trying to act like there was something terrible in Kaylee's room, and Aggie could have been right. That could have been maybe the smell coming from Maddie's room. Very well could be. But it makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. Okay, so anyway, did I? Yeah, I did do that. Okay, let's take a look at some pictures now. We're going to go over some of this kitchen stuff. And I want to do this one first, I think. Okay. Okay, so we're going to look at this. Okay. And God, this thing's always in my way. I got to X this out and go here. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. Now, we do know about luminol, but there's also something called TMB that they could have used here. And TMB, either fluorescent lighting or sunlight will bring out the blue. Okay, so you don't have to look at the black light kind of stuff. Now, I'm going to say my opinion on this, and my opinion is this. For one thing, I'm going to show you here in a few minutes. I'm going to show you. I probably should have showed you this first, maybe. Moscow has a problem with their water. It's very high in iron. And that's the Moscow city. Has a problem with iron in their water. Iron and luminol will make it'll turn blue. So this could be like people that cleaned up, the kids cleaning up with their rusty water and shit dripped down. But that doesn't. Okay, here's two different scenarios. And I'm going to give you another scenario that's very, put a trigger warning up on everybody. From what I'm going to be saying right now, there's a trigger warning, okay? If you don't like hearing about things, you shut your ears or you might have to leave or whatever. But let's say they use TMB here. And it picked up blood. Okay. And let's say this is blood. This is too much blood to be washing your hands, people. This is too much blood. But look at the shape of this. Look at the shape of this. Now, I don't know if anybody has said this or guessed this or not, but this looks like a body could have been on this fucking counter with the head right here. Look at the shape of this. And look at where the blood is coming down, which would be the chest area and the head area. You see what I'm saying? I want to see what everybody's saying here. Does everybody see what I'm trying to say here? That a body could have actually been up on that counter. And because that's way too much blood just to be washing your hands at the sink. I'm sorry, that's way too much blood. So who could have been on that counter? And the only one I can think of is Xana. Think about this. Think about this for a second. The bag that she was supposed to eat, the Jack in the Box bag, was found by the kitchen sink, right? Molly started driving around with two other people. We know that because Rosie and Tisdale seen them parked in the back with three people standing outside the car. That's in the documents. Was she picking them up after shit went down? Think about the timing of this. Think about the timing. She drove around for about 15 to 20 minutes. like she was lost. Lost in a town that she's been around forever. Could they have delivered that food? And when Xana opened the door, that's where she ended up right there. And that's where the stabbing happened, right there on that fucking counter, and then carried to the bedroom. Could that have happened? I'm throwing this out there for you guys to think about, because to me, this looks like a body that was laying right here with the head right here, blood coming from the head, coming down here, dripping down here, and stabbed in the chest area. And that would be right here. There's the chest right here. There's the neck. Look at how it gets skinnier. Look at how it gets skinnier. Because this is way too much to be washing your hands. Something happened in this kitchen. Something happened in this fucking kitchen. I'm gonna get into that too. Idaho is corrupt. Okay, so cleaning agents with luminol can turn blue, especially bleach. So there's two scenarios that we're looking at. I'm glad you said that, Idaho is corrupt, because there's two different, I was going to get into this. There's two different scenarios. Either this is a body that was laid here and stabbed to death, okay? Or it's a cleaning solution like bleach, because that's one of the things luminol will turn blue on. And the bleach could be running down. That is a scenario. But if they used TMB does not turn blue to bleach. Period. So now let's get into some more pictures here. But this is a main picture, I think, because it does have the shape of a body. And you can see where it gets thinner in here, like the neck and the head right up here. And that's where, like, this came from here. If this is blood, why would they be showing this if it was a cleaning agent? You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So if they know that this is BLOOD, then they know something happened here. So why is that not mentioned? The other scenario is the cleaning agents. If it's cleaning agents, why isn't that mentioned? Why is nothing mentioned about this kitchen? And that very well could be simply. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, you're disappearing. It's going too fast. Okay, TMB. Yeah, if it's bleach, then someone like poured it and then wiped it up, and it was dripping everywhere. like a really fast cleanup, like someone cleaning up really, really, really fast. Exactly, Doc. It does look like that. But if it isn't, and they're showing this because it is BLOOD, then a body was laying here. Because look at that shape. Look at it. So anyway, let's look at another picture here. Where am I? Okay. What's next? Okay, and this is the dirt. Okay, this is the dirt. Which, okay, again, what does this match? Is this match that someone knocked it over while they were cleaning really fast? Or is it because something was happening right there? You know what I'm saying? Something happened in the kitchen. Something happened in that fucking kitchen. Now, you got to look at all this. Then you got, now I know this bag and these bags that I'm going to show you, they were inside the big bag. I don't know why they took them out and put them on top. Why? Why would they do that? Okay, here's TMB right here. I'm gonna show you. TMB is a chromogenic substrate used in staining procedures, immunochemistry, as well as being visualizing reagent used in enzyme-linked immunoabsorbent assays, whatever. TMB is a white solid, forms a pale blue-green liquid in solution, blah, blah, blah. But right here, used to detect hematuria, okay, hemoglobin, as it turns blue in contact with blood. There's one thing about that. Here's the thing I didn't know until I called the TMB manufacturer's technical services. TMB can exhibit premature color change in the presence of metallic ions. Okay, it doesn't turn blue to bleach, but no, TMB does not pick up cleaning agents. Rather, TMB hiking trails offer, okay, that has nothing to do with this. Okay. Yes, luminol can react with some cleaning agents, particularly bleach and other oxidizing cleaners. So luminol, particularly bleach, causing a false positive glow that masks or mimics the presence of blood. Let me read that again. Yes, luminol can react with some cleaning agents, particularly bleach and other oxidizing cleaners, causing a false positive glow that masks or mimics the presence of blood. Cleaning agents like bleach contain chemicals that trigger a chemiluminescent reaction with luminol, leading to the characteristic blue glow without the presence of blood, which complicates crime scene investigations by both camouflaging blood evidence and indicating its false presence. Boom! What chemicals react to luminol? The usage of luminol in a crime scene investigation is somewhat hampered by the fact that it reacts to iron and copper containing compounds, bleaches, horseradish, fecal matter, and cigarette smoke residue. Now we're deep diving into luminol. Moscow. Factors influencing iron levels. Source. Moscow gets its water from deep aquifers and basalt formations, which contain naturally high levels of iron and magnesium. Infrastructure. Over time, these minerals can accumulate in the cities and customers' pipes. A sudden increase in water use can dislodge these deposits, leading to temporary discoloration and increased iron levels. Flushing. The city flushes its water mains periodically to remove mineral deposits, including iron that can settle in pipes. This is an important part of maintaining water. Another boom. There's your Moscow. Moscow, Idaho's municipal water supply has naturally occurring iron due to local geology, but specific iron levels are not consistently available. The city sources its water from basalt-based aquifers, and the city's water utility reports that it's safe to drink. I have very, very high levels of iron here. I have to clean the toilet about once a week because it gets all orange. But the water's safe to drink, even though I do buy gallons of water and like drinking water and stuff. But it is safe to drink. But it is safe to drink. But they have a problem with iron. Okay? They do have a problem with iron. If you experience high iron levels, you may notice signs of high iron in your water, such as red or brown water, metallic taste, or red-brown stains on the fixtures or laundry. Now, we already seen the brown rim in the toilet. That is rust to me. If your cold water appears discolored, run the tap for 5 to 10 minutes to flush the pipes. If the problem is only in your hot water, the issue is likely with your water heater and you may need to flush it. But that was cold water in the toilet. Okay, what do we got coming up? Oh. Okay, now this is mine, I do believe. Okay, here's okay. This is not where I wanted to go, so let me X that out. I want to look and see if I missed anything here. Just give me a second. Yeah, these pictures here, and let me see what else is here. Right. I did do that. I got that. I got that. Okay. I got that and that. Okay. So these pictures. And so we got this picture. Okay. So we got this picture. Let's take a peek at this. Whoops. There we are. Okay. So they emptied this bag for some reason and took those paper bags out. You've seen them over here. I don't know why they did this. This isn't where that bag was, for one thing. So they're already fucking with the crime scene. They're moving shit around. And then you got the blue stuff way over by the stove, which is very curious. Very, very curious. And whatever it was ran down this way. You see that? It ran down this way. Now, is this a cleaning agent? Is it rust? This is what complicates things, people. This is what complicates things. And it could have complicated. The hell's on my hat? Was it too complicated for them? You know what I mean? Did they figure this shit out? Are they, they didn't say either or. They never said either or. That's what gets to me. They never said this is a cleaning agent. They never said that the place had been cleaned, really. They never really came out and said this place was clean, spotless. So are they trying to say that this is BLOOD here? Or are they trying to say that this is rust? Or are they trying to say that this is a cleaning agent? They don't tell us. Again, they're not fucking transparent. They're not being transparent. And on the right side, again, this might not be BLOOD. It could be a cleaning agent or rust. And they took this stuff out of this bag. Why? I don't get what they're trying to do here and put it over. Can anybody tell me why they would do something like that? Does anybody have any clue of why they would do that? Right, sweet and salty, exactly. And was that a setup? You know what I'm saying? Why would they, just because there was the parents' weekend, blah, blah, blah. She made mention of that, but then she had that big, long sigh. I mean, enough that they actually put it in the document, sigh. After she found out that, they're still going to be able to get DNA. She sighed. And was she saying that to cover up for the cleaning that she did after this was done? Is she trying to cover that up? Is she saying, oh, yeah, we did a deep clean a week ago, trying to make up for the cleaning shit that she did that night in fucking 8 hours time that she had to do it? This is the kind of shit that makes this case very complicated. For one reason, because I don't think the cops knew what the hell they were doing. The MPD didn't know what the hell they were doing. Exactly, Hemisphere. Exactly. She didn't go to fucking bed. If she did, it was like hour and a half? Oh, that there you go. Carrie, you might have nailed it. They sprayed the wrappers. That very well could be. Carrie's probably right there. They probably sprayed these wrappers. Okay, so if they're trying to tell us that there is BLOOD right here, that looks like it comes, look at where it's coming from. See, off to the right, where it looks like it could be a body. Let me get there again here. It's coming from here and going down there. You see what I'm saying? Look. See? Look. Here we go. Boom. It's coming from there. Now, if they're trying to say that this is BLOOD, then a body was laying right here. You can see, and if this is BLOD, this is dripping from right here where the chest would have been, where the wounds were, and the head right here, and wounds to the head bleed a lot. I mean, a lot. So, yes, it could have dripped down this way, and we could have got this. But what that tells me is that there was somebody laying right here. How many people agree with that? That could have been where somebody was laying right there. Or did they bring the body and lay it there to clean up the body a little bit, like the wounds and stuff? Or were they taken out right there, knocked out with a punch to the head? Because there was no screaming. We already know that there was no screaming. Was she punched in the fucking head and knocked out, brought over here, and done in? An altar. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Yeah, like an altar. And you never know, social. To remove the bullets, that very well could be too, Elizabeth, because what was the first thing they said when they came into the room was he was explaining to whoever, I can't remember, it must have been Nunez to Gunderson or one of them, to look for shell casings. That was the first thing out of his damn mouth after seeing the bodies. Yep, and again, it could be, and I'm leaving it up to you to make up. You all can have your opinions, and I appreciate every single one of my family's opinions. You can have any opinion in here, and Lee's saying like a human sacrifice. Yeah, Twat is here. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Lost Girl. Actually, that's what I'm thinking, because it's the shape. If you look at the shape, look at this. Come on. That's a shape of someone laying there. And all this right here would be your chest area. And up here would be your head area. And then it drips down. And then you have, where am I at here? And then you have, hold on. Oh, what the hell? Then you have this dripping, coming down this way. And there is a slant to the house. So this very well could be just the slant of the house making it come down this way. But look at these two pictures, and you get the idea that somebody was laying right here, and you can see how it narrows. Do you see how this could be the shoulders right here, and then it narrows like neck area, and then you have your head. You see that? So it definitely could be that. And head wounds would have a lot of BLOD. Definitely. Definitely. Okay, let me see what everybody's saying. I'm trying to keep up with everybody and kill flies at the same time. Fucking August. Oh, man. Someone said, well, something happened here. Yeah, that's what, there's definitely something happened there. Either it was a cleanup and a very fast cleanup, like pouring stuff, but it's weird that it came out to be that shape on that side. Yeah, I'm very athletic myself, Doc. Yeah, I started in every sport, and I was a really good basketball player and blah blah blah. Football player, was outside linebacker at the age of at ninth grade. I was the starting outside linebacker until I got busted for weed. Yeah, well, definitely gravity. Gravity would make it come down there. Yeah. And maybe it is Kaylee, but I think, in my opinion, I think it was someone smaller than that. I'm thinking more like Xana knocked her out, and there was no screaming really, so that makes me think they think that Kaylee and Maddie were taken out first. I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. And if you notice, they don't say anything about very much cross contamination, except for Maddie's fingernails. But they don't say, well, there was Xana's blood up in Kaylee's room. And they don't say that Kaylee's blood was down in Xana's room. They don't say that. And what that tells me is there's multiple perpetrators. There was multiple perpetrators because they're not saying that. Why are they not saying that? Why isn't it in the documents that they found? Because they said Kaylee and Maddie, they thought were first. Well, then Kaylee and Maddie's blood would have been in Xana and Ethan's room, but they've never said that. Why haven't they said that? Because I think they know there's multiple perpetrators. Again, this all goes to, is this just a big ploy? How many days, does anybody know how many days Brian's got left to file for an appeal? I got lost. How many days does Brian got left to appeal? It's got to be getting down there. Oh, wow, Doc. Right. Yeah, and they still should look at Enan. He still could be involved in this shit. I agree with you on that, Doc. 100%. He's very athletic, and his agility. Enon's got agility, a lot of agility. You watch him with them fire deals, and I mean, he's very agile. So, did I freeze? Did I? Okay, I might have to. I'll be right back. Now, what were we talking about? I lost where I was. Oh, we were talking about Enon. Oh, who else is very agile? The two most agile people I know out of all these people would be Enon and JD. Who's the most wicked and the most psychotic? Is Jack Showalter. Those three right there could have pulled this off very easily. Very easily. The question is, does JD, is there a connection between Doc, have you ever connected JD with Enon? Was there ever a connection there? Have you ever made a connection? Or with JS? Either one of them. Is there a connection? Remember, JS lived like 300 feet from the house, 350 feet from the house. Well, tell us, Crime Matrix. Say it right now. I'll put it up there. He's saying, they're saying, I don't know if it's a girl or guy here. I know the multiple people, but no one listens. Well, we're listening right now. Put it up there. Put it up there, bro. Oh, it's going fast. I'm looking for Crime Matrix. Okay, yeah, okay, girl. Crime Matrix, put up what your opinion is. I'll put it up there right now so everybody sees, and we'll listen. In this family, we listen to everything. Okay, she's saying yes, she will. Mark and Betty says Doc's only connected a Blue Moon with Enon. And what has Doc said anything here? Because I'm wondering about what if he's connected. Okay, 3 felonies, violence, drugs, spent a year in prison, robbery, theft. He beat up a guy and stole his dope. Yeah, that's domestic against his own mother. Oh my God, are you serious? And that's Enon, folks. That's Enon. But Doc, can you connect Enon with JS and JD? That's what I'm wondering. Because I mean, he lived right there. They got to know each other, right? They got to know each other. Oh my God. Idaho's Krupp said JD said the crime scene. Oh yeah, no, that wasn't JD, was it? Okay, let me look for Crime Matrix here again. Hey, Randy, brother. Oh yeah, no doubt. And he could have been the one in charge, but they could have went and asked for him. But I'm telling you, JD's involved, and so is JS. I think there was more than one. I think it wasn't just Enon. I think there's more than one. That's my opinion, of course. Not so far. Okay. The list goes on. Where's Crime Matrix? Here we go. My opinion is it's over 20 people. Everyone had a hand in it. Enon, Fry, Ethan, DJ, Pete, Eric, Adam, Hunter. I'm listening to your Crime Matrix, and I agree 100%, except I don't know about the Fry thing. I'm not sure about that. Which Fry are you talking about? The Kid Fry? Maybe the Kid Fry, yeah. Not Chief Police Fry. I don't think he. But the rest of this, yeah. And add in JS and JD as in the 20. But I've said that myself, Crime Matrix, is there's probably about 20 people involved. And when I first started this, I don't know if you guys remember this or not. It was one of my very first videos I ever did. As a matter of fact, I didn't even have StreamYard at the time. I did it through YouTube. But there was a former Green Beret, Marine Green Beret dude, an older guy, probably in his, like me, like in his 60s, retired. And they asked him, and this is like right after the crimes, right? I mean, like days after the crime, within 5 days of the crime. And this guy said, because they asked him how many people would it take to do this? And he said, at least 12. At least 12. And that's coming from somebody that really knows how to, like, red rum people and blah, blah, blah. And he said it would take at least 12. You'd have to have your lookouts, your, everything planned. And what about, and I'm telling you right now, that black SUV, that fucking black SUV that drives by that, that nobody, that Dateline didn't show you. After the car speeds away, another vehicle drives by a car, but then this black SUV comes around the corner from the other way. That black SUV was parked in front of 1122 for almost 20 minutes. And I guarantee you that's the black SUV that Enon was talking about. But how did he said it was in the parking lot. No. It was parked in front, kind of by the side of 1122 for almost 20 fucking minutes. And I've seen the video with my own eyes. What happened to that video? I have no clue. But I've seen it with my own eyes. And I know someone else that has too. And a matter of fact, I think they have the video. And I'm going to work on trying to get it. Because it's somebody that's really freaked out. And because they have a lot of information about this case. Let me see what else. Yeah, the grub truck, and that's another thing, too. I mean, come on. How stupid do they think we are? They're hollering, Zana. What the... And no explanation of that at all in any of the documents. Nothing. They don't explain why JS took off right after the girls took off. He goes and takes off, and he said he walked home. Well, then, Jack, if you walked home, Jack Rogers Showalter, then you took off the wrong fucking way if you were walking home. If you were walking home, you would have went that way. Not that way. He went and jumped in a damn car, someone's car. And I heard it was a white car. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with what the family's all saying here. See anything good, put it up on the screen. Yeah. And make sure like and subscribe and stuff. We're getting very close to 6,000. I think we're like 30 people away or something. Maybe not even that. Maybe like 25 away from 6,000. So that'd be a nice thing to hit here soon. I'm just reading some of you guys' stuff here. And yeah, Christina, yeah, I just know that it isn't Brian. I mean, we looked at his hand. Come on. No, I'm sorry. Not him. It isn't him. And I'm sure he pled guilty because he's taken the fall for somebody, people. He's taken the fall. He might have had some part, maybe taught how to clean up, or they suckered him into that. Okay. Let's get into this a little bit. And we should do a deep dive into this and find out who answered his that research paper or whatever when he was asking questions like, how do you feel, after a crime and all that stuff. Who all answered that? Who all answered that? We're not told that. I've never seen anybody that answered that. Did someone call him and say, hey, we'll tell you how we feel and everything. We just did a crime, or we're just about to do a crime. Come on over. Suckered him that way. Is he taking the fall for somebody? Because he's scared? Was he threatened? Was his family threatened? We looked at one video the other day. Was it a mob hit? Sometimes some of it matches that kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no doubt about it, Terry. Yeah. Yeah, think about that. Everybody knew when they're going to be home, right? Everybody knew when they were coming home because of the grub truck. That was a live feed, people. They could look at their phone and know when they left. They didn't even have to be at the grub truck. They could have been watching on Twitch. They're on their way home. I mean, we need to think of everything. And then when I showed you that picture by the sink, it does look like a body was laying there. And if that's the case, somebody was knocked out, like boom, knocked out and then put there. My opinion, of course. Yes, Camaro lady. Rest in peace to the four. And I still, I mean, they had such a light about them. You know what I mean? They had such a light. They were so, they had so much life to live. And their light shined. And it's such a sad, sad case. And that's why I got into this case to begin with, is because it was so sad. And then now I feel like I know those kids almost like my own kids. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. Yeah, a lot of people are agreeing with the body on the counter. Social agrees that too. And yeah, you never know how that fits in, Shelley. You never know how that fits in. And that's the thing. And what's really sad about this case is that, you know what? We might not ever find out anything. And this might all be just covered up forever. And that would be very bothersome. That would be very bad because they're not being transparent. Here's what they're doing, folks. This is what they're doing. They're putting out stuff. They're saying they're releasing stuff. The redactions are still fucking there. They're not being transparent. But now they have it. So now the mainstream media can say, look, they're being transparent. Look, they put this out. Oh, look, they put the body cams out. But they're not being transparent. How'd the blue get all over by the sink? Why does it look like there's a body that was laying there? They're not being transparent. Just enough for mainstream media to say, oh, look. So the people that aren't really paying attention to the case like we do, right? Sways them all that way. Bryan Kohberger did it. It's a fucked up case. I was going to take a few days off, and I can't even do that because this case just eats at me. There's something fucking wrong. And I can't believe in nowadays age that they can even get away with this shit. And how Hitler treated Ann Taylor. And was that a big fucking act? That's another thing. Was it just a big fucking act? And why hasn't the FBI said, wait a minute, there's something fucking wrong. We're going to do our own goddamn investigation. Excuse my language. Sorry. Why? Political wise, I can see Idaho State Police not wanting to get it, throw some of their police departments under the bus. But the FBI, come on. Wake up. Do something about this shit. Exactly, Wayne B. Exactly. So there's 5 red rooms that Molly was involved in, that she was there. Her husband and these 4. She was there for all of them. And why was it 3 people outside of her car? And then a black backpack, cooler type backpack in the backyard, heading up to the parking lot where Molly was. 2 days later, Jonah Chapin gets busted with $20,000 and rugs and weapons. The last girl says, before Molly was driving up, they were screaming and it sounded like someone running down the stairs, and that was the big thumping, Kaylee falling down the stairs. That can go either way. That could have been Xana running up the stairs because she heard shit. And then, because didn't she say, didn't Dylan say it sounded like they ran up the stairs and then down the stairs and up the stairs? Something like that. What I think it is yeah, Xana ran up the stairs, ran down the stairs with someone chasing her, and then back upstairs. I don't know. That's the thing. This case is very complex, and it makes it even more complex because they're not telling us, because they can do pH studies on that blue and know if it's blood or cleaning agents, people. It's not like they don't know what it is. They know what it is, but they're not telling us. They're not being transparent. They're acting like they're being transparent. There's a big fucking difference. A huge difference. Acting like you're being transparent or being transparent. It reminds me of my favorite show, Survivor. All the lying and deceiving and being transparent. And you got like, I love that show. Like Rob Mariano, you know? I'm being transparent until they're not looking. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got for you today, folks. I got slammed on that song the other day, Smoke on the Water. They didn't give me a strike, but they made it so a couple places couldn't see my video. So whatever. I probably won't run that one again, but and they figured out Velvet Rush too when I was running that. But Velvet Rush and one other one said that just so I don't monetize my channel, that it's okay. So that's what they most of the time say. But there's a lot to think about here, people. There's a lot to think about. And the big part is, was there a body laying right on that kitchen counter? That's a big one. Anyway, I want to thank everybody again for the donations for me getting a new computer and some other stuff. And I want to thank my subs, all of you, the ones that are here chatting and the ones that are non-chatters. I love you all. To my mods and my producers and investigators, I love you all very much. And until next time, rock and roll. Don't let it get to you too much like it does me, because it'll drive you crazy. Anyway, until next time, I love you all. What is today? Sunday? All right.
stay together always. I really feel it looks as though you're letting go. And if it's real, well, I don't want to know. Don't speak, no, what you say. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. And don't speak, I know what you're thinking. I don't need your reason. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. Oh, memories, they can be inviting, but somehow brought together, mighty frightening. Oh, as we die, you and I, with my head in my hands, I sit and cry. Don't speak, no, it's what you say. So please stop explaining. Don't tell me 'cause it hurts. No, 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 no.
on a full moon ride. A full moon ride. A full moon ride. A full moon ride.
when I heard this, and and twat messaged me saying they blocked her, they sealed their phone record. I'm going, what the F? Come on. Unbelievable. So what's next? What's next at Mr. Hitler? Hitler, you're a piece of shit, dude. You're a piece of shit. Retire. Retire. You're a piece of shit in my book, man.
You think we both